Now, to tell you a little bit about the brain control interface stuff I've been working on so far, I wanted to start this week with the Next Mind. So this headset right here, what this does is you can see on the back here, there's these little combs, right? Now what they do is they kind of push your hair out of the way. It'll actually sit over the occipital lobe of the brain, right back here, right? Now that's where you actually see. You don't see with your eyes, they just convert light into electrochemical signals. Now, I'm going to pause just for a moment here to tell you guys, first and foremost, I'm not a doctor. I'm not even that good at that operation game. So please take everything I say with a grain of salt. Look it up for yourself. I'm not giving you any medical advice, just telling you kind of the way that I understand these things work. Now I'm going to show you how you put this on. It's actually very straightforward. So just make sure it's right. So I don't think it actually matters which side is up. But basically you just kind of put it over the back. Now you don't have to wear the super cool 80s jazzercise head strap with it. You know, that's entirely optional. Maybe it comes with an optional 80s style Tom Selleck mustache, I don't know. But basically what you do is you just get it over the occipital lobe of the brain and kind of comb it up and down like that just a little bit. That's what gets it situated. Now at that point, I've got it on. Let's go ahead and get it calibrated. Dun, dun, dun. And so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and calibrate here. Now I've already messed around, repositioned this a couple of times and everything. I think I've pretty much got it dialed in, and it says that it does like it. Now it would show these different connectors here as being red or a different color if this wasn't a good connection. So here for the calibration, what they do basically is they try to run through and get 12 positives. Now they're going to try to shorten this down to 3 positives in the future. And those triangles shrink down to give you a sort of a visual indicator that, oh yeah, you're focused. It sees that you're seeing this. And that's really helpful, actually, to know that, okay, you know, focusing is working. So far we're looking pretty good. And you can kind of tell when it's not calibrating very well, because that little, I don't even know what you call it, predator targeting reticle in the middle there, you know, that opens back up again. And so far it's stayed closed. All right, we're at 9. We are almost at the full 12 to call it calibrated. Looks sort of like a petri dish with bacteria. All right, so all the dots have formed that little brain there. And there we go. So let's see. Okay, all right, we're getting a 5 now. I got a 5 this time. I think this time I'm actually wearing the headset a little bit higher than I have in the past. But also, oh, see, there I am looking at the middle as I'm sitting here talking. Let me look away again. You know what, let's just get right into it. Let me show you a little bit about this. So I'm going to look at the one on the left. I'm going to look away. All right, so let's see how long this takes. I'm looking at the left now. 1001, 1002. So about 1.5 seconds. Let's look at the middle. The right. The middle again. The right. And the left. Yeah, I mean, it's not instantaneous, but man, that is pretty good. So yeah, let's move right along though. This isn't the cool part, you know. It gets better. It's more exciting. So let me show you the TV. Now, what this is first off, this isn't live TV. This is just working off video, licensed under Creative Commons, as you can see down on the bottom. Now, this could be integrated though, just with an overlay on really a video stream. That's something I kind of want to mess around with. So as you can see right here, we've kind of got the TV. Now, if I look at the menu in the bottom left, that'll open up the menu options. And now I can choose a channel. So I'm looking all around the screen. It's kind of, you know, fuzzy or whatever. Let's look at Earth. I'll watch channel Earth. And there we go. Very cool. And so now, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and look, see if I can't pause that. Yeah, right at the draft. That's cool. Okay, unpause. And now let's mute it. All right. Okay, unmute. And let's try some of the other channels. Let's see what else there is. Cinema. I like cinema.
Summer Jackson here at the
that is so cool. So really just responsive here, and I'm not sure how well, you know, and from how far away this works. Like, I'm not sure if you can really see that little bacteria petri dish stuff in there. but without being able to see those squiggly lines, I'm not sure how. Let's see if I can get really far back. See if I can mute it from all the way back here. No, that doesn't seem like it. So something like that really seems like it would be best used maybe in a smartphone or a tablet or something like that. I'd really like to tie some of this stuff into some home automation, either through a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino or something like that. So Music Composer. Now, this is really interesting in that this shows you some of the limitation in the system. Now, my understanding is that, here, let's start off with some drums. There we go. Now, my understanding is that you can't get more than 10 of these neurotags. And each one of these little blinky guys here, each one of those is a neurotag. Now, you can't have more than 10 on the screen at a time. I think you can have more than that in the scene. Say, for example, you had 10 in front of you and 10 behind you, as long as you only see 10 at one time. That one, too. Yeah, hey, let's turn them all on. This platformer, this is so simple, but I am so excited about this because this really just shows some of what you could do. Now this is very straightforward, right? This is just a very simple left for left, right for right, up for up. And I mean, as you can tell from the graphics, you could throw something like this together in, well, pretty quick. Now, as we're just cruising along here, you jump up. Now, oh gosh, there's a bunch of rocks. So what do? Focus on the rocks. So I'm looking at my guy, I'm looking at the sky. And now let's look at the rocks. That's right. Oh, Jedi powers. Okay, now, oh, there's an enemy. Blow him up. All right, let's go back over here. Da-da-da. Oh, another enemy. All right, and so, I could see this being a little, let's see, I need to bring that one down first. All right, and so I could see this being a problem where you have to react quickly. If you had less than a second and a half, I don't know that you could do it, at least not with this iteration. But again, this is just a developer kit. While you can pick one up, I picked one up, it's something that just isn't quite, 100% there yet. But gosh, if this is the worst it is, if this is the, ground level of it coming out and being released, I got to, better catch up with that. I was looking away. There we go. All right. Then I'm thrilled because really just this is see, the responsiveness is actually, now again, you've got to dial that in though. That's one of those that could be a problem, if you're really tired, which I'll try it again, now that I think I found the right placement, higher up on the head than I really expected based off that picture I was looking at of the different lobes. Yeah, so very cool. Now this actually shows a little bit of a problem as far as the delay on something, so it makes it just a little difficult. So misjudged that one. So what they're doing here is they kind of try to slow it down, so that it gives you time to try to do something, but it's just not quite quick enough to really play something like this, I think, effectively. You know what? When you got it dialed in at a 5, though, with the perfect brain, I guess it's a little bit different. And part of what they're doing with making this development kit available to people is they're saying, hey, look, we've got the hardware. We want to see what you guys can do. Kind of put it through its paces. 9392. Ah, discrete mode. All right. Oh, okay, so it makes all the triangles. Hey, okay, so it makes all of the little triangles on the neurotags actually switch up. So that's actually kind of cool. 794, that's enough of that though. So that's basically, you know, the gist of it. Now, there is a VR thing as well, but I got to be honest, I haven't figured out how to get that part to work just yet. I'm not sure if you do a virtual desktop connection or what, but that, in a nutshell, is kind of what's going on with the Next Mind, and I hope you found it as cool as I did. Thank you very much for your time.